As you see, guys, we are channeling towards upside, and we have been doing that for a while right now. And this channel is a legit channel. This channel also has more probability to break on the downside than actually break towards the upside. But what I'm gonna explain to you in this video is that this channel, if it does break towards the upside, which is very probable, it's gonna explode. Now this channel up here, although it might seem a little bit bearish, people do not understand this, but it does seem a little bit bearish because anything that goes towards upside has more probability to break towards the downside. It could definitely, and it will probably break towards upside up here, and once that happens, we're gonna have a big pump. Before we do that and go to the bigger time frames, let's go to the small time frames up here just so I can show you that this is a very much legit channel up here. It has very nice touches up here at the top. Actually, this top might be a little bit more on the downside, doesn't matter, but these bottom lines are actually very nice. So over here we might pull back down to the line or something like that. We might even go below the line over here, but eventually I'm expecting this channel to hold and then eventually to go towards the upside. It is a very nice channel, and if you zoom up out a little bit over here, what you're gonna see here, it's only a small part of a bigger move, right? So this is a very small part of a very big move that we have been trending towards the downside, right? So we came down here during capitulation phase. We've been, going inside this, falling wedge or whatnot. We broke that towards the outside. Right now we are retesting that with something over here on the downside. We did that. Right now we are pulling back. Are we gonna have one of these moves towards the downside before we pump up above it? Are we just gonna do, this move up here and explode towards the upside, which might actually be very extremely bullish? I'm gonna explain to you just in a second why that's so. The important thing to notice right now, what's happening on the chart, is that we are inside the channel, and until channel does something exceptionally, what we wanted to do, either break towards the downside or break towards the upside, we still need to assume that this is going to continue channeling towards the upside. So you can definitely do this for a very long time, very long time. Fortunately for us, Bitcoin does look like it's coming to some kind of ending of the consolidation phase, and it might actually break towards upside or downside. So that means that also our beloved Cardano will actually do something very soon, and of course we wanted to do something soon because it's not doing actually much right now. So let's go up here and remove the channel up here, and what you're gonna see here, there's let's keep the channel. What you're gonna see here at the very top up here, there is a very important line of resistance at 3995, almost 0.4. So if you go back to the daily time frame, you'll see that we are hitting that line exactly on the dollar. We are failing to break that line on the dollar, 0.339 up here. This resistance up here, we are failing to break that, but we did channel up here all the way to the line without any actually a big move towards upside. So anytime you have a major resistance level, you do not want to see the price do this and then a big move towards that resistance level, because that resistance level has a very low probability of breaking towards upside. Anytime you have a major resistance level, what you want to see is something like over here. You want to see slow build up towards that resistance level. You want to see, testing that resistance level, and eventually you want to see the breakout of that resistance level. This has a lot more, this kind of moves has a lot more probability to break towards upside, in comparison to some kind of moves that goes very fast towards upside. So you never want to see impulsive move hitting the resistance level, because those kind of moves almost never break that resistance. Almost never. I mean, you gotta be in some kind of very bullish sentiment, and that gotta be some kind of weak resistance level to break that. But oftentimes these impulsive moves do not break the resistance levels. These kind of moves, slow build up towards the resistance, does break the resistance level. Now, if you look on the indicators down here on RSI, if we had done something like this over here, went something like this and then exploded towards the upside, what RSI would have done is do something like this and then do something like this and then did this big move towards the upside. So you would have been overbought on the RSI levels, and that's why most of the times these impulsive moves do not break resistance levels, because they get overbought and then they have to pull back and do all kind of crazy stuff, right? But when you have a small steady move towards the upside, you can see here, yes, RSI is moving towards the upside, but it's still only at 55 levels. There is nothing that says right now that we cannot break this towards upside. We do not have any kind of overextended levels up here, or overextended levels on the MACD up here. MACD is just slowly crossing the zero line up here towards upside, which is actually very good. On my own indicator down here, there is no overextended levels. So these kind of moves are actually very bullish moves, especially if you are in some kind of bullish, not sentiment, but bullish trend. you know, and we have broken this bearish trend over here. So technically right now we have some kind of sideways trend, but as soon as we start creating these higher highs up here, we are technically in a bullish trend. So if you remove the lines over here, what you're gonna see here, we got a low down here, and we got a higher low up here. So technically on the bottom side we have a very nice line up here that goes something like this over here, you know, and we are technically in some kind of uptrend up here. You can make a case right now that this is some kind of triangle, but if this starts breaking towards upside up here, we just might be creating this channel towards bigger channel towards upside, or even some kind of, you know, higher high up here, which will tell us that this is an uptrend, which is actually a very, very bullish move. And once that happens, once you get above these highs up here towards upside over here, and you create a higher high, what you have up here, technically speaking, market structure speaking, is the market structure is changed. You are no longer in a bearish trend, you are no longer in an accumulation trend, you have gone out of the accumulation trend. Right now you are in an upward trend, a bullish trend, and right now Cardano is looking to do that. But before they actually do that, all eyes are on this channel up here, and we can try to draw the channel again up here, maybe a little bit nicer up here, give or take, you know, maybe it goes all the way up here, maybe it goes down here, you know, it's a little, you know, it's a little bit tricky. You can put it down up here, you can do some lines up here, maybe I think these are maybe a little bit more correct lines, but this is still a channel, and this channel needs to break towards upside and downside. What you see right now on the chart, we are not quite there yet, very, very close, not quite there yet, but very, very soon ADA will be starting to make moves if Bitcoin does that. Next week is the full moon. I don't know if I've showed you on the chart up here before, but this is the new moon. And you can see up here on the new moon, you know, towards right now, we didn't dump down. We like full moons, we don't like new moons. And the next full moon, which is a pump moon, you know, every moon is, you know, every full moon is pump moon. It's coming on the 6th of April up here somewhere. So, you know, something like this, and then boom, towards the moon. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button on the way out.